Ladies and gentlemen, see here. Now y'all listen closely, 'cause I'm about to take y'all on a journey. A journey that starts in the sun-baked fields of Arizona and ends with a young man by the name of Max Melton, trying to lock down more than just wide receiver. See, this ain't just a story about another second-year cornerback hoping to get better. Nah, this here's about a young lion, a dog in that secondary ready to feast. And the Arizona Cardinals, they just might be ready to make some noise if Melton takes that leap. So sit back, buckle in, and let's break this down the way your boy Shannon Sharp knows how. We gon' talk technique, team dynamics, and what it means to grow in a league where weird year two can make or break a career. You ready? Let's ride. Max Melton walked into the league last year with something to prove. Not as some can't-miss prospect, not as a media darling, but as a dog who wanted to eat. Now let me tell y'all, when a young cornerback plays all 17 games in his rookie season, that tells me two things. He durable. The coaches trust him. This ain't no nickel corner getting mop-up snaps either. Melton put up 51 tackles, 5 passes defensed, and forced a fumble. That ain't just rookie numbers, that's production. That's consistency. And most importantly, that's availability. The best ability in this league. Melton told Wolf and Luke that year one was everything he wanted it to be. That boy said, by the end of the year, I felt like I was full-fledged. Now let me translate that for you all. He ain't no rookie anymore. He ain't playing catch-up. He's ready to be the guy. Now, here's what y'all need to understand. The jump from year one to year two in the NFL ain't just about speed or strength. It's mental. It's about processing route concepts faster, recognizing splits, reading formations, and, most importantly, trusting your instincts without second-guessing. Max Melton ain't just saying he's ready. He's showing it in his tone. When a player starts talking about taking off, you better believe he ain't just trying to survive out there. He's trying to dominate. This game is about confidence, and Melton got it. And not that cocky, reckless kind. I'm talking about the quiet, earned confidence that comes from putting in the work, from learning the hard lessons, from getting beat on a double move one week and baiting that same route into a pick six the next. That's growth, baby. Now let's talk about that Cardinals cornerback room. Melton didn't hesitate to point out who's in that room with him. Garrett Williams, third-year baller who's been grinding. Starling Thomas V, another young dude with upside. Will Johnson, the rookie corner with swagger and pedigree. Melton said, we're all chasing that second contract. And Lord have mercy, that right there is the most honest thing you gon' hear from a young cornerback. See, every player in that room know what's at stake. It ain't just about locking up roans. It's about setting your family up for life. They're young. They're hungry. And they push each other. That type of competition, it breeds excellence. When your peers ain't 30-somethings on their way out, but 20-somethings trying to become stars. That's how dynasties get built, if they stay locked in. Let's not get it twisted. The Cardinals been down bad in recent years. Ain't no sugarcoating it. But they're making moves that tell me they want to change that narrative. Signed Josh Sweat, a premier edge rusher. Signed Calais Campbell, the OJ back for leadership and muscle. Drafted Will Johnson, young dog, in the secondary. When Max Melton says these additions give him confidence, he ain't just blowing smoke. See, a cornerback thrives when the front seven gets pressure. When that quarterback don't have time to sit in the pocket and pick you apart, a CB can feast. Melton knows that. And now, he's got the support to be more aggressive, jump more routes, play tighter coverage, be the playmaker. Let me give y'all a little education here. Playing cornerback in today's NFL, that's like being a gunfighter in the Wild West. You got maybe one mistake, and then it's lights out. You dealing with 6'4" wide receivers who run 4-point threes, route combos designed to break your ankles. Rules that favor the offense. So, what does Melton need to do to make that year 2 leap? It's all in the technique and film study. I want to see him get hands-on at the line of scrimmage, trust his hips in transition, play with low pad level and clean footwork, recognize bunch formations and route stems, stay disciplined with his eyes. You do all that. Suddenly you go from a young corner to a lockdown artist. I'm talking about that next tier level, where you start drawing zone matchups and quarterbacks start avoiding your side. Let me tell you all something. Real leaders don't need a CC on their jersey. You lead by example, by work ethic, by pushing your teammates every rep. Melton is starting to show signs of that leadership. He said, "We all know by pushing each other, we're going to get there and get that championship." That's the mindset right there. Not, "I gotta get mine," but "we're gonna do this together." That's how culture gets built. And if you're a Cardinals fan, that ought to get you fired up. Because for too long, this team has been looking for leaders. If Melton becomes one, you ain't just got a solid corner. You got a cornerstone. All right, now let's be real. The NFC West ain't no joke. You got DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett in Seattle. You got Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel in San Francisco. You got Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp in LA. That's a IR gauntlet, y'all. And that's who Max Melton gonna be going up against twice a year. You can fake it in this division. You either get better or you get benched. But I like Melton's odds. Why? 'Cause he don't sound afraid. He sound ready. Like he been in the lab all off-season, studying routes, cleaning up his footwork, hitting the weights. This young man wants the smoke. Now here's the kicker. The Cardinals secondary is young, but that might be their advantage. You got no ego, no politics. Just dogs trying to eat. Melton said it himself. They're all chasing that second contract. And that's when players are hungriest. You give Max Melton 17 more games with a better pass rush, with more experience under his belt. Boy, we might be looking at a breakout year. I ain't saying he gonna be all pro, but I'm saying he could be C-bone by mid-season. He could lead the team in passes defense. He might grab 2-3 picks and take one to the house. All that is on the table if he puts it together. Let's zoom out for a minute. Max Melton ain't just a young corner. He's a symbol of where the Cardinals want to go. They rebuilding, they reloading, and they need players like Melton to step into stardom. He's not alone. Garrett Williams, Will Johnson, Butter Baker. They all play a role. But Melton, he could be the face of that DB room by the time 2025 is done. And if the Cardinals surprise folks, if they make a push in the NFC West, you better believe Max Melton will be one of the reasons why. So here's what I'm telling y'all. Bet on Max Melton. He got the tools. He got the mindset. He got the hunger. And when a cornerback in this league feels like it's time to take off, you better stand back and watch the fireworks. Because the Max Melton you saw in 2024, he was just learning. The Max Melton you about to see in 2025, he ain't playing no more. Stay sharp, stay real, and remember, dogs don't bark when they hunt. They lock in and they feast. Max Melton, he ready to feast.